I am live on Instagram and on YouTube. Let's see if anyone joins us. Hello, sis. Hello, hello. All my gods and goddesses on Instagram, can y'all please join me on my YouTube channel? We're having a great discussion. The Red Table Talks had a good topic today. They were talking about unwanted sex, basically date rape culture. And this is a topic that needs to be discussed. A lot of men feel like they don't respect date rape. They don't think that is a form of unwanted sex, and we need to discuss this because a lot of us are raising young men and they need to understand that no means no. So please join me, Instagram fam. I'm gonna end this on Instagram. I'm over here on YouTube. I love y'all. All right, YouTube. I'm trying to get some more people over here. So how are you guys doing today? Hope all is well. I want to talk about various topics today, but I just watched the Red Table Talk. That's Jada Pinkett Smith's podcast or web series, or whatever you want to call it, right? And the topic today was very, very good. You say you want to get the red piece of chicken. I'm done with you. I left myself vulnerable to be taken advantage of. So this is called Issues Around Consent. Because they said October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we will discuss relationship issues, yada yada. Hey Kathy B, thank you for tuning in. Yes, no means no. Hello Bang Shata, thank you for tuning in. Entanglement. You know what? Leonard Green, thank you for tuning in. I'm good, thank you. Hey, Asti Basie. So, this is a great topic to have because I've heard men in my personal life say they don't understand what date rape means, or they try to act like they don't understand it, like it's insignificant. Date rape is very significant, and I know I have a lot of guys who are on here, and this is not to make anyone feel bad. We got to do better going forward, okay? Because a lot of men are driven by their penis, and they could care less that you are trying to build a relationship with them. They could care less that you are trying to conduct yourself with values and morals. They could care less because they're leading with their penis. So you have men that will do all types of things to get you in the bedroom. Okay, not all men. When you're talking about those men that force themselves on women, okay? Because I've had situations like that. And then when you bring it up to their attention, you're being dramatic. Oh, that's not what happened. You obviously was with the shits because you came to my house, or you came in a room with me, or you invited me in, whatever the case may be. And it just goes back to what I always say, that we as women cannot put ourselves in these situations. As much as you might like a guy, as much as you want that male companionship, if he's not taking you somewhere in the public eye, if y'all just starting off to date each other, then that's a red flag. If he's so concerned about going to your place, that's a red flag. I mean, it goes both ways now. I'm not gonna sit here and say it don't go both ways, but they have Rumor Willis on there, who's Bruce Willis' daughter, I think, with Demi Moore, and she was talking about how she experienced some, unwanted sex. Thinking that she just was hanging out with a guy. It may be a hotel room, it may be her place, his place, and it turns into him immediately trying to take her clothes off, put on a condom real quick. I've experienced that. You know what I mean? I've had to fight my way out of situations. Right, Bang Shada, that's not a man, but you have a lot of children with penises. I repeat, children with penises, because they don't really know what it takes to give a woman an orgasm. They just want to get their dick wet. And they don't care how you feel. They don't care that it's not feeling good to you. It feels good to them. Hey, Renee A. This is a good conversation. Peace. Thank you for tuning in once again. If I have any new viewers, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Now, this topic is close to my heart because I have had times in my life that I can say I've been in situations. I have had times where I have done promiscuous things. I'm not ashamed of that because, again, life doesn't come with a manual as to how to maneuver. And I'm glad Jada's mother said this because I say this all the time to my mom, but she doesn't like to hear it. She said, we were lacking as the elders in waiting too long to start teaching the children about sex. You wait until they're teenagers. They already done had sexual advances. They done had kids in a class that already had sex. You have to wait until that child can understand what you're saying. And I think middle school is a good time. All right? Don't let them find out the information through TV, through social media, and through their friends who's also inexperienced, or through their friends that may have had some type of sexual trauma or abuse. Hi, Zabin Single. Hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, again, it's a very good topic to have because there's a lot of regrets that I have. I shouldn't have regrets because it's life, but regrets in the sense of a man can make you feel like you are everything, the best thing since sliced bread. And once he gets what he wants, you are no longer the best thing since sliced bread. You're a notch under the belt and he's moving on to the next. So then, my promiscuity went in phases because I've had the phase where I slept with men I know I shouldn't have. It wasn't my boyfriend at times. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm just handing out the pussy like candy. These are situationships, okay? But what I'm saying is it wasn't somebody that was my boyfriend first, right? So now I had those stages where I felt like, okay, I'm okay with that, but I was really getting hurt still. Then I had the stage where I'm like, you know what? It's really time to not give a fuck and really like exude that so that I don't get hurt. So then I had that stage where I was dealing with men and I didn't give a fuck anymore. And now I'm hurting them. So, we need the elders to speak more with us about their experiences. Now I'm going into being an elder. So I feel like although some of these topics are touchy for me, I told y'all sex is a touchy topic for me, but in all actuality, it shouldn't be because I'm grown. You know what I mean? Experience is the best teacher. You live and you learn to do better. Concern one. What's up? Thank you for tuning in. FBA Nigel says, damn, not to be a distraction, but Leah, a bad little yellow ball from the city. FBA Nigel, thank you for that. I appreciate you. But that's the problem right there. I don't want to just be that, somebody that just sees that. I'm more than that. And guys lead with their penises. So I've gotten that type of attention, in my youth. And not as much as now that I did back then, but still, men lead with their penises. So I just had a conversation with a male friend of mine who brought up something from the past that I was unaware of. Now, me and him used to have a situationship. It was not a relationship. And the reason why is because I knew that he dated multiple women. And I wasn't trying to get caught up and catch no feelings. So I feel like I had to play the game with him, and it never turned into a relationship. So now this is like 10 years later, we have a conversation and he's bringing up some of the things that I did, but I didn't realize I was doing those things because I was just reacting to what I thought he was going to do. I already had something built up in my mind for him. And I think that's the same thing guys do. Some guys, they build up in their mind, this is just a piece of pussy and that's it. But you, as a woman, is sitting here thinking it's gonna be a relationship. It's not. When he first lays eyes on you, he knows what plans he has for you. Fellas, am I lying? Am I lying, fellas? Leonard Green says some men, when they get an erection, seem to lose all self-control, meaning after they get the first no, they think they can beg, plead his undying love for you. This is what I'm trying to say. And some men get aggressive and they just gonna keep pushing to try to take it from you. And this is what we was talking about. Amber Rose was also on there. Now we know Amber Rose, she has the image of being highly sexualized. She was a stripper, a model for, men's magazines, whatever. Hey, Midnight Green. So she was over sexualized in the industry. And she's talking about a situation she had with unwanted sex. And I know, she comes off like she's promiscuous is how she dresses and her body, but that doesn't give her, the guys, any men, the right to push up on a woman if she's saying no. If she's not with it, doesn't matter how she's dressed, you have to respect a woman's no. Okay? And then a lot of times these men, again, they don't even know how to give a woman an orgasm, but they want to keep pressing for a nut. No, I'm more than a nut. And we as women have to teach our daughters this. Like, I can't wait. I'm going to teach my daughter everything. She will never get played. I'm not going to say she's never going to get heartbroken, but she's never going to get played. It's a difference. Don't let a man come to you with no half-ass sex, and they want you to come out of character for them and do things sexually for them that they're not willing to do. A woman has to be softened up. We have a womb. We have an entrance. You're not just gonna go crazy on my shit. Make sure that woman is ready. And some of these men don't even think like that, because once they get an erection, like you said, they lose their self-control and they lose their sense of what is right. And that's really sad, because we as women are not wired like that. Are we sexual beings as well? Yes. But we're not wired to the point of, if I don't have an orgasm or bust a nut, I'm gonna lose my mind. No. Now, again, it was a good topic to be discussed, because the point of it all is, then they had DeAndre Levy. He's an ex-NFL player, and he is an advocate now for consent, sexual consent, and he's on the women's side. Like, women have to go through that gray area. They kept talking about the gray area where she's not necessarily saying no, but she's not saying yes either. You have to read a person. And men, and they were talking about this too. Say a man, all right, let's say I meet a man today. And he calls me this evening. And he's like, this thing is too frozen. He's like, let's hang out. Who do you live with? Oh, well, right now I'm staying with my mom. I don't really have my own place, so I can't really have company. That's sad. I'm 37. That's sad if that's what I gotta say. But that's what it is. And then he might have a situation. Oh, well, I have roommates, so whatever. And the roommate might be his wife or baby mother, but we don't have the receipts on that yet. So he's like, I want to hang out with you. We should get up. Do you mind going to a hotel room? That is the shut down. That's when a woman is supposed to shut it down. It depends. See, if you only want to sleep with that person one time, then by all means go to the hotel room. But the reason why women will resist that offer is because this could very well be a one night stand, and I'm more than a one night stand. Or this could very well be me getting myself into a predicament to get a disease or get pregnant from someone I don't even know like that. So again, I'm not judging nobody for how they want to move, because again, I just admitted I had situations where I was being promiscuous. And why I say that is because if some of these men that I slept with was not my boyfriend and we was not gaining towards that, then that is a level of promiscuity. I know some people don't want to hear that, but that's what it is. Right? And you learn through experience that moving like that, you have to have a certain makeup to be able to maneuver like that as a woman, because we're emotional. You got to be a really unemotionally attached woman to be able to just be cool with being a side chick, be cool with being just a smash partner, be cool with that, being that woman that he'll call you on a late night, but he's not calling you to come hang out with his family. He's not calling you to do real things, vacations, real dates. And that shit is whack when you get it to a certain age. Thank you, concerned one. I'm trying to get there, y'all. I said I wanted to do a video like this for the longest. It's been hard because people judge you for speaking your truth. But if I don't speak my truth, then what is the purpose of this life? If I can't tell y'all the places that I've been and the experiences I've had, then what is the point? A lot of women try to put on this air like they're innocent. There are some women who are innocent. I know some women who only had one partner. They've been with that person. Shouts out to them. I'm not saying all women are liars, but I know quite a few women that are liars. And they will be giving the goodies to everybody, but they will never admit that. They will never, tell their truth and say what is the reason why they've been doing those things, because there's always a reason behind it. George Trusty said that's how the Moors lost Europe, because of their erections and lust for a white flesh. Well, you said it. Call Carmelita says, unless you clearly hear a yes and record her saying it on your phone, walk away. I am the mom of a 27-year-old, and I tell her all the time. She has the right to say no at any point. Right. But then you got to leave immediately. Sometimes you might even have to fight or run out. Otherwise, don't put yourself in a situation where there's a bed, a closed door, nobody as a witness. If you don't know that person well enough, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, Asti Basie. You said, wow, your honesty is so refreshing and beneficial to the young ones coming up. Well, I hope so. I hope everything I went through, a lot of young girls won't have to go through. And again, I was never sexually abused. I never was raped in the sense of a stranger attacking me or an older man in the family or somebody my mother brought around. I never had that. But my peers, the men that were my peers, is who failed me. They were lustful. They were the ones going hard for sex, and they still are. That's why I'm not in the mix. Leonard Green says, this is a good topic because it's not talked about enough. There is a bridge gap between men and women, and it's been happening for some time now, right? And that's why I said they started the conversation on Red Table Talk, but we can continue the conversation because that's a different audience, and we have, it's different audiences. So, and all you guys probably don't follow the Red Table Talk, but I suggest you watch. It's good. I mean, she has some people's opinions on there, but that's not the point. The point is this. We understand that men need to understand how women are wired. We were wired to thinking that we got to hold on to our cookie, right? But men don't have that same attitude. Their attitude is, I don't care if I'm married. I don't care if I don't have a condom. I don't care. I just want to fuck. And it was just, what you doing now? You good? You need me to call you an Uber Lyft? I'm not gonna sit here and say I've never had that happen to me in the past. Maybe not that quickly after or in that manner. But I've had guys do grimy shit, you know what I'm saying? That I was in situationships with. Not no one night stands. Somebody I was actively seeing, but they do grimy shit because it's what you allow. I've allowed you to do it, so you're doing it, right? And then when you finally stand up for yourself and say, I'm not allowing this shit no more, then they don't know where it's coming from because you already allowed it. So it's like, how dare you? Like they said, the guy DeAndre Levy said, as a man, what was ingrained in him was that once you conquer a woman, she belongs to you forever. That's always your property. You can do whatever you want to do. And that's crazy. George Trusty said, the dude's roommate might be his mother. He's living in his mama's house. Many black men think if they having sex, they are man, exclude everything else. You right about that too. A lot of men still live at home. That's why they got to take you to a hotel room when you over the age of 30. Hey, pretty Nikki 73, thank you for tuning in. But women allow it too. Pretty Nikki 73 says, a woman in my building complex was just murdered by her husband because she wanted a divorce. Shot 10 times in front of their kids. I'm sick over it. Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. I saw another article where a man shot his woman. Maybe that was the same place. I'm not sure because I didn't read the whole thing. When I see stuff like that, I need a minute to take it in. I need a minute in front of their kids. I knew what you meant. That is so sad. And this is what I'm saying. Like, men feel like a woman is their property. They could treat her any way. They can do anything. And a woman can't never retaliate. She can't never speak, talk back, have her own mind. So the time period, when I told you, is levels to promiscuity. When I was in the mindset of being a man eater, like, I made it in my mind that I don't care how much I like a guy. I don't care how good he looks. I'm eating this nigga alive. And how I did that is, I'm not gonna lie, I got some encouragement from some friends of mine. As far as conversations we would have. That's why I say now I'm in the stage of, damn, I'm not really listening to my friends because my journey is my journey and their journey is their journey. But this is a tip that I got from a friend of mine. I'm not going to say her name because I ain't going to blow her up. But if you're going to have a situationship with a man, again, that's not recommended. But if that's what you feel you want to do, and if you choose to sleep with that man, you gotta really get in the mindset of a man. You really gotta treat him the way he's thinking he's about to treat you. If that makes sense. It was one guy in particular, I would say I definitely did this to purposely. And I liked him. He was very handsome. He had a lot of females. But what I did was, he was going hard to deal with me. I've never tried to talk to a guy in my life. He was going hard to deal with me. I knew what time it was with him. I was like, all right, you really didn't get into the goddess? All right. Well, at that time, I wasn't the goddess. But anyway. So I slept with him, not gonna lie. And then afterwards, I'll be like, I gotta go. I really didn't have nowhere to go. I have to go. I had a great time, but I see you later. And I kept that momentum up for a while. Like, I dealt with him for years, on and off. And to this day, he still has a problem with how I treated him. Because I wasn't the girl that was crying over him. I wasn't the girl that was clingy to him. I wasn't the girl that was begging him to come around. I enjoyed you. We enjoyed each other's company. It was all love. It was no beef. It was all good. Why she not on me like that? Because I refuse to be like the rest of these females out here. Let's see what y'all saying. Oh, you back getting notifications. Okay, cool. Good day to you, Chris Glover. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, oops. Hi, Black Love 17. Thank you for tuning in, Queen. Kalbuya. Excuse me. It's not the actual man eater, because a man eater is a mammal, an animal. But a man eater is a terminology meaning a woman who owns her sexuality, a woman who knows what she wants. She will never get played by a man because she is owning who she is. Some people could say a thought or a hoe, but I'm not gonna say that. It's deeper than that, because it's someone who is not necessarily, I'm just sleeping with a bunch of guys. No, I might be sleeping with one guy that's not my boyfriend, and that's bad in itself, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's not so much, promiscuity is not so much how many people you're sleeping with at one time. It's how you're doing it. That you're not in a relationship with this person. So that means that anything goes. That means that especially that man knowing, okay, she's sleeping with me, but she's not my girlfriend. He's gonna do whatever he wants to do. I mean, they do whatever they want to do regardless. But that just gives more of the okay. Situationships, entanglements, whatever I want to call it. Thank you, Leonard Green. You said you're a beautiful person, not only aesthetically. I have a newfound respect for you because you share your truth. I salute you. Thank you. I'm saying there's no future in fronting. Kind of. Yeah, in a sense. But see, I wouldn't say I was ever a manizer because I wasn't looking for men to purposely hunt or sleep with. That's never my definition of promiscuity. My definition for me is I have slept with people that I should not have because they was not my man. It was something that was for the moment, or maybe it lasted a few months. It wasn't necessary though, because it did nothing for me. It was a temporary situation. To me, that's a level of promiscuity. So don't think I'm saying here like, oh, I was just like, hey, she's here, she's ready. No, nobody has time for all of that. Unless I'm in the sex business, and I was never into that. Concern one says, very true. Sisters have to set boundaries out the gate and stay firm. How much women know and how they were raised makes all the difference when dealing with us men. That is true too. That is very true. That plays a part as well. What were you raised around? What did you see? You know, what was being taught to you? Again, I came from a single mother home. I'm not blaming my mom and saying, oh, she didn't teach me anything, but I feel like she waited until I was already in high school to start asking me deeper questions. And by that time, I already had encounters with guys. You understand? Not necessarily sex, but I already had encounters. So it's like my mom has a way of making somebody feel bad instead of making them feel like, okay, I want to open up. At that time, I didn't feel like I wanted to open up. She did not make me feel like I can tell her everything. I would still tell her things, but not every little detail because she was very judgmental at one time. And I'm like, yeah. So what I'm saying is have an open dialogue with your children, male or female. I don't want to hear, oh, well, I'm a single mom and I have boys and I'm not a man. I can't teach them how to be a man. Well, you can because you know what type of man hurt you. So you know what type of man you want your son to not be. And if you have daughters, that goes vice versa. That goes for the men too. Dig deep and think about all the things you've done with women. Think about the type of women you looked at and said, I want to just fuck her. And think about the daughter that you have. And do you want somebody looking at your daughter like that? Let's stop being so lustful and letting our body parts dictate how we really should be thinking and how we should be treating each other. Okay? So that was a good topic. I want to see if you guys are saying anything else about this, and then I'm going to move on to something else. I think more women need to have more honest conversations about their sexuality and the things they've been through. Because how else will these young women learn? Especially the ones they're way more over sexualized than the era that I came from. Getting your body done, the makeup, the weaves, the this, the nail, the long ass nail. You're extra sexual. So how is that working for you? Y2K says, LOL, your mom taught y'all maybe too late. I think my mom maybe told us too early, like before early. I was in elementary school and knew everything. I think that made me fat. Excuse me. Before 10? I don't know. Thank you, Asti Basie. Well, and again, I didn't have like a father in the home to tell me things about what to look for in men. I had to learn the hard way. I didn't have no older brothers. I had uncles, but they was not pay me that much mind to talk to have real conversations with me. I had to learn through experience, unfortunately. Let me see what y'all saying. How much proof are those mixed drinks you make? How much proof? Well, this one, what I did was I did a new recipe. At first, I was just going to do the tincture with a virgin slushy mix, but it wasn't hitting like that. So I said, I'm going to mix the liquor with the tincture. Now, I told y'all how I make the tincture is you steep the weed in 190 proof vodka. So just a little amount of that is going to get you lit. A couple of tablespoons, not even tablespoons, a couple of teaspoons. Unfortunately, kids could still have a single mother home even when Pop's around. He's physically there, but not emotionally. A lot of single parents, even in marriage, children need guidance, sexually, etc. Thank you for that. I'm glad you said that. That's true too. A lot of Black men are emotionally unavailable. And a lot of these women, again, don't speak their truth enough because they portray like they have a happy family life. It looks good on paper. It looks good in a picture. Oh, me and my family. But what's really going on behind the scenes? Are you really happy? Is he really helping you with the kids? Or are you struggling to do everything? Okay, I've heard quite a few people say they've gone through that. They lived in a home with both parents, but their mother was the one doing everything with them. How's that, Sway? How do you allow a man to live in a home with you and don't want to do nothing? Again, is what we allow. My chains are connected. I don't know what's going on. Is what we allow. And I'm gonna move on to the next topic, and we can keep going back and forth. So I also was on the shade room, and not only the shade room. I told you I watched this woman called Jessica who used to be Jacob, but he's now Jessica. So whatever, Gossip Girl on YouTube. And she was talking about Taraji being on the Breakfast Club. And Taraji is coming out with this mental health organization that she's offering like free therapy for people that can't afford it in the hood, which is a great thing because a lot of us, male and female, need therapy. Mental health is important. But Charlamagne asked her, well, what made you start this foundation? Like, you know, what geared you into having this passion for mental health? And she basically was talking about herself and what she's been going through and how her and her fiance broke up. So she was engaged to this ex-NFL player named Kelvin something. And they were supposed to get married. And that didn't work out. So I had to do a little bit of research on that. Like, what? And she mentioned that she just turned 50 this year. And he damn sure don't look 50. And looky Lou, I Googled him. That man is 37 years old, which means he's 13 years younger than her. And I'm sorry to say, women, ladies, goddesses, that's a mistake. The only time that works is never, because there's going to be a time that you're getting older and more mature, and men have those midlife crisis and they think they get a younger woman. So for your own sanity, I would suggest leave them young boys alone. And if you want to date a young guy, just let it be for fun and let it be that. See what else y'all saying. I'm sure many of us have watched it on the outside looking in. I had an experience in my 20s. I didn't want to have sex. I had sex and he was my partner for about 5 months, whether he wanted to or not. Then I said bye. I'm sorry to laugh, but you said, then you said bye. No, but I feel you. We start tonight. I feel you. I've had a situation or two myself. You said that's awesome, Taraji. Hey, Joe Naja, thank you for tuning in. But yeah, it's good for her that has the mental health organization. But it's not good for her that she is single once again at 50 years old. It's like, why are so many Black women single in that age group? It's annoying at this point. It really is. It makes me feel like, are we really supposed to share dudes? Because it seems like it's not enough dudes to go around. This is Palo Santo. But yeah, I feel bad that Taraji went through that. And it seems like a lot of times when relationships don't work, your mental health starts going into question. Why? As a woman, because these men don't feel like their mental health is in question. They keep it moving to the next chick like nothing never happened. But we gonna go back and forth with these topics because I got more to talk about. You said LOL Queen, the only time is never. I was thinking that. I've experienced it. But I told y'all, my children's father is 6 years younger than me. Never again. Never again. Never again. Okay? For my sanity. I know I still got it, but I don't need to feel like, oh, yeah, intimidated by no younger women because I know no younger bitch can never have nothing on me. All right? So you go ahead over there with all the fake shit because it's a real one over here. Now, Big C says, what's up with MJB? Her too. She's bugging out. I seen her just on, let me say something. First of all, I got to start going back on Instagram. Instagram's not really my thing because they're so negative and nasty and they're always trying to get at people. So I rarely go on Instagram. But I went on there today and I was dying laughing, y'all. It was a lot. It was a lot to laugh about. But yeah, Mary J. Blige was in somebody's video and she was singing a song where she was like, I could bag a girl with some Air Force. I could bag her with Air Force One. I don't know what song it is. It's a new song. But that line, why are you singing that line when Jaguar Wright just said use the carpet muncher? So you don't need to be talking about bagging no females with no Air Force Ones, Mary J. Blige. But I digress. Yes, no more fiance. Well, not that one. Not that one. Not that guy. It's going to be a new guy. Hopefully. A lot of people in the comments was telling her, get with a white man. Switch teams. The Black men are not for you. That's crazy how there's so many Black women on a hate train for Black men. You know who's on the hate train for Black men? Y'all heard of Paris Milan? She was just live a little while ago, and her topic was about, it said something like, oh, I dated a Black man, and he robbed me, he stole from me, he got me pregnant, and he left me. I said, Jesus. Y'all Black men not looking too good in the media today. Just saying. You said you got some fathers, which I just checked, grabbers. All they do is they bring home to check and do nothing else but drink, watch pornography on the internet, and sometimes cheat. Wow. Well. Yes, thank you, Black Love 17. Please hit the likes up button, y'all, for the goddess, because we trying to get this conversation going. By the way, if anybody wants to join this topic, I'm going to put the link in the chat. I was supposed to do that a long time ago. I'm sorry. But we got some other things to get into. So she can be miserable like Lonnie. I'm done. Lonnie's miserable. I thought she was happy with her little cracker. You can't listen to Paris. She's toxic. I don't listen to her that much, but I just happened to see the topic. Is Paris Malone Black? She is Black. She's a Black woman. She's a beautiful woman. She just doesn't like Black men. She obviously don't like Black men because she dogs Black men out, y'all. This is the link if anybody wants to join me. I'm just saying if you don't, because this is like early in the day. And yeah, so let me get into the next topic and we could switch back and forth. Yes, that's the same old story, propaganda to try to destroy Black nation. They try to tell us y'all ain't shit, and they tell y'all we ain't shit. That ain't it. But both gotta stop chasing a fake life. I feel you, Watch Kanye, but everybody is not righteous like you. You got a lot of guys that they are just chasing their penises. They're just chasing a nut. They don't care about what a woman feels. They don't care about being in a relationship. They don't care. They just don't care. Debbie white men are almost never talked about. Well, I've never dated a white man, so I can't really talk about white men. I'm more concerned about the state of my people. That's the only reason why I can say some black men. Now, I didn't say, all y'all black men are the worst. Y'all niggas ain't shit. I didn't say that. I'm saying there's black men that's really, they chase their penises. Now, I saw something very funny on Instagram. Now, y'all know I've been talking about how these strong black men are beefing with each other, right? So I see on your boy Dr. Boyce Watkins page, he put up, oh shit, this is not it. Where is it? Here it goes. For anyone who thinks Ice Cube woke up one day and wrote his contract with Black America, he actually consulted with a team of highly trained experts, including myself, Dr. Claude Anderson, Derek Hamilton, PhD, and many others. They love to assume black men are ignorant. Here's what Dr. Boyce put. He consulted with people, including himself. Oh, really? Oh, really? So now you want to get clout for the CWBA? First of all, another clout chaser, because again, Dr. Boyce don't really fuck with Tone and Yvette. Let's make this clear, okay? So again, the fact that Tone had this interview, checkmate, and everybody's trying to build their clout around it. Now, I caught Tariq's live the other night, and he did mention Cube, and he said good things about Cube. All right, cool. I thought so. But y'all with this clout chasing shit, gotta stop. And I need to put that in the title somehow. You know, anybody that's gonna sit there and pay for that all black national convention is a fucking fool. And that's on period. There's no way around that. If you pay for that shit, you're a fucking fool. You dated a sister? You said scratch that. Black or white, fake is fake. Real gonna always beef with fake. Exactly. That's a whole fact. The good black men who want black women may be hiding out, not sure from whom, but they out there. One may find me. Child. I don't know how to feel about relationships and all of that anymore. Big C says, quote, Cube was right, fool. But listen, that kind of changed the dynamics for me. The fact that Dr. Boyce wants to kind of chime in like he helped with this. Now I'm really confused. I really am. Cube, you don't know who you're dealing with. That's not a form of black power. That's not black power. And that's why that bitch so weak. Then because consultation with Boyce and Claude, we don't need no fucking jobs. We had jobs during slavery. We need cash, land, business / education grants and system overhaul to start. Exactly. I didn't want to go there. I told y'all I've been holding my tongue. But enough is a fucking enough. All Dr. Boyce Watkins does is rape his own people. He's no better than a white slave master. And tell him goddessmasterpeace said it. Until you start paying your own people, until you start trying to take money from your own people for fucking virtual conferences, then I won't say that. But look what you're doing. What is the point? What is that money going to? What is the proceeds going to? Is it going to your businesses? Is it going to your fiance? Where is it going to? Or are you putting it back into the community? Because if you're not doing the latter, then I'm not fucking with you. And on that note, I'm gonna be fucking with Ice Cube either. Cause you fucking with the wrong team. And it's unfortunate that it is division like this, but people is grimy. And a spade needs to be called a spade. Let me show you what these little dusty bitches did. And yeah, I said it, and you can tell them God has said it, because I was trying to be nice. I was trying my best to be nice. But they are no different than the white bitches I used to work with that did everything in their power to make me feel left out. They no different. Let me see if I can find it. They no different than them white bitches that was hating on me because they ain't me, and they did everything in their power to make me feel like less than on a job. No different. So now let's call them out. Because anybody that puts money into that shit is a fucking fool. Real talk. Boom. I'm going to show y'all this. This made me fucking laugh. All these little funky bitches. Yeah, I said it. They're going to be at the convention. And I'm not hating. You know why? Because I was putting in work before a couple of them even joined. I see a lot of sisters that Dr. Boyce Watkins fucked over. They got their own platforms now. They don't need Fly Nubian Queens. That's not the issue. I built my platform on my own. Okay, I had a couple of people come from over there, but not enough. Let me see what y'all saying. Before we believe him, let's ask Q. People say anything nowadays. No, you're right. We need to ask Q. He's supposed to sit down with Dr. Boyce. So let's see. I will be in the chat. You said, my loss when they date others. I pray my girls don't slip up because I promise I will be in prison if they ever introduce me to a pale face claiming to be their boyfriend. I'm just saying, you never know. Then when I came home and she realized what she had, she tried to get back. Okay, Gregory Scott, you said boys need a box of tissues when he talks. Why? Black Cherubim. Why you say that? With the new chompers. George Trusty said the first propaganda against black people or black men was that play written by William Shakespeare called Othello. I heard about that. That was supposed to be about black people or something like that. But yeah, so we gonna see what happens later. He's supposed to allegedly have a sit down with Ice Cube, but him personally being involved is swinging me away from Ice Cube's message, because I know what Dr. Boyce does in real life, and you're not gonna tell me if you could do that to me and other young ladies that you can't do that to others. Trying to get free labor, free ideas. It's all good though. Let's move into another topic. I said the shade room is getting woke, y'all. The shade room is getting woke. They paying attention. You know what's so funny though? A lot of these bloggers that are usually celebrity and entertainment bloggers, they talking about a lot of black topics now. I'm feeling the vibes. It's funny to me, but I'm feeling the vibes. You said boys be drooling a lot now. I'm done with you. I'm done. You say, yeah, a lot of pro-black people just be trying to get us to be good slaves. I love the division. Y'all hate it, but I love it because it's dividing the real from the fake. Honestly, Y2K, I'm starting to be down with the division. Fuck it. Because everybody is not for us. And like I said, Dr. Boyce and his minions could say way the fuck over there, because I saw how they treated people. I saw how they treated me. And there's no way you gonna tell me you fighting for us as a people when you couldn't even pay a couple of females that was putting in work for you. It's no way you gonna tell me you fighting for our people as a whole when you can't even handle a handful of women. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, Divine Concepcion, another crazy Gemini. He should have kept his old teeth. His old teeth was fine. I think Dr. Boyce is a doctor of economics, not true black issues. Right. How did he, what, this is the question y'all need to ask, since he's a money man, right? Doctor of economics. Why are you so heavily invested in the black community? Because you're not from the hood. I'm trying to figure it out. Sorry. I see what you say, but hopefully Q wise up and see him for the bloodsucker he is. That's all I'm saying is that just put a bad taste in my mouth. Like, this dude of all people, because again, it's not just me. Don't make me round them up now. Don't make me round up Dolores Jones, Danica Marie, what's the other chick's name? Kanisha Tatu. Don't make me round these women up. And none of them fuck with Finding Me Queens no more. Did anybody ever ask why? Gregory Scott, YouTube is crazy. I dated a sister who went into the service and she started dating a white guy. Now she tried to get back. Oh, okay. Dated. Well, you left her. Some women can't deal with the distance. He said it's popular to be woke, but unless they talk abolish drug laws, etc., cash and land payments with no income tax, no property tax. Oh yes, sorry, I got distracted. That's exactly what they were talking about. Watch again. Hold on. I'm gonna read it for you. Listen, this is ridiculous. What? Photos. Search. Albums. Here we go. All right, boom. This is the shade room. Okay, they said, roommates, what do y'all think about America not making Black Americans pay taxes for the next 10 years as a form of reparations for the wrong that was done to our ancestors? This wrong has never been repaired. If y'all know the shade room, this was deep because they only talk about drama and nonsense. Cardi B, Megan twerking, shit like that. They said we posed this question on our IG story, and these are the results. What do y'all think? No income, federal, sales, state, or city taxes. What about land stipends so we can buy land, or education credits so we can go to school for free? Slavery is the most atrocious thing in America's history, and it has not yet been repaired. Shouts out to the Shade Room for trying to be woke. That wasn't good. That was good that they wrote that out because they have a platform, like I keep telling y'all, and platforms is necessary right now. Yes, Big C, never follow a man. Absolutely. Thank you, Joe, for tuning in. Any new viewers, please hit the thumbs up button. To share this video to your other social medias. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I love y'all. Thank you, Neek Emerald 7. Peace, blessings, shalom. See you. You say he's used the struggle to promote his platform and businesses, etc. Similar to Tariq. They probably the best of friends. Best friends. Neek Emerald 7 says, shalom, peace, and blessings. God is messaging you. Oh, that came up twice. Y2 Kane says, all PhDs not equal. To me, PhD is in economics is for people who can't do math. He could have better served his people with a math PhD. Economics just prepares you to be a house figure. Oh my God, I'm done with you. Don La Vega said, Kanisha Tatu is a writer. I would love to see y'all do a live together. I've never spoke to her. She's never been in any of the meetings. But I did get word that she is no longer with Fly Nubian Queens. And I can almost say I wonder or know why. You said YouTube is the new Facebook nigga shit? I guess. To me, it's not like Facebook at all, but to each his own opinion. Othello was a Moor with a white wife. His so-called closet homosexual friend Horatio kept telling him or lying to him that his wife was cheating on him, driving Othello crazy to choke his wife. Wow. I never read Othello. I read some of the other Shakespeare Shakespeare books, but not that one. But I heard that one was deep. That's crazy. Yes, I know what you meant, Don LaVega. He said, fuck 10 years. We talking for life, but I guess at least they talking about it. LOL. That's what I'm saying. At least the conversation's being had because again, that is a blog site for celebrity topics. So I was happy to see them put that up there today. Yes, Isaiah James. They probably are the best of friends, like I said. So it makes sense. Love JJ says, see, this is the issue. Too many black leaders always seem to have another motive. There's always some hidden reason as to why they are involved in issues. Correct. Everybody's clout chasing. They clout chasing. The clout is more important than actually helping the community. Horatio. Black should never pay taxes or interest on anything in America. Right, Big C. But that's what they were saying on the Shade Room. They should abolish all the taxes for black people, sales tax, everything. Cowboy says, question, there are a lot of black people that don't earn much, so don't pay much taxes. What would they gain from not paying taxes they already wouldn't pay? We need money, not discounts. That is true too. But they're talking about income tax, sales tax. I know to you is not much, but also other things like you said, stipend for land. Wipe away the credit so that those people who don't make a lot of money can get credit, because credit trumps cash. If you have good credit, you get a good credit limit and you'll be fine without cash. You said we looking for leaders in the wrong place. If they really talking that ish, they not gonna be on CNN and they not gonna be big on YouTube. But one cannot see who is real until one is following the code oneself. Right? Exactly. Thank you for that. I don't think we looking for leaders. People are trying to become leaders in their own right. And it's like, that's the person that we're looking to because they have a platform. Platform sometimes equals leadership by default. Even when that person doesn't really want to be a leader, you have a platform. Therefore, you are a leader by default. You have a lot of people watching you and following you. George Trusty says, my mom told me the story of Othello to teach me a lesson that those white folks will lie on you and betray you for their best interests. Ooh. Shouts out to mom. That was a nice lesson. Charles says, on Yvette's show last night, Tone said Tariq asked Cube to do an interview with him after Tariq dismissed the reparations bill that Cube helped get passed. Really? Didn't I tell you Clout Chaser 101? Punch in the air. I gotta find a way to get involved. Black Love 17 says, that all sounds good, but what is the Shade Room after? More likes? We need more than that for reparations, but thanks for that question, Shade Room. No, I'm just saying, because that's for the individuals that don't think about nothing else but reality shows, celebrity drama. They're not into any type of politics or pro-black issues. So it's good that those sites are, posting other things rather than the salacious, Love JJ says, I think the disappointing part is that celebrities are placed as our leaders in the black community. Number 45 in his photo ops surrounds himself with black sports cars, entertainers, and religious folks. Exactly. Yep. And everybody used to love Trump, including Puffy. I see quite a few bloggers talking about that today. Puffy used to be friends with Donald Trump. And so for him to act like he's going against him now is looking sus. Because the chick Aubrey O'Day from Danity Kane, she had issues with Puff from making a band. And so she spoke out recently and was like, how dare you try to become this leader of a black political party and speak against Trump? When I remember when she was working on The Apprentice, Trump used to always say how good friends he is with Puffy. And then, they found a lot of pictures of Puff with Trump. So yeah. Love JJ said it's like they are used as pawns and cartoon characters. Exactly. And they don't even realize it. Or maybe they do and they don't care. Paying taxes is a part of reparations. Your black tax goes to Jews right now. Wow. Thank you, Big C. Ha, birds of a feather flock together. Tariq, Boyce, Claude. There's your answer for all three. Well, you said it, but I'm agreeing. No offense to the elder Dr. Claude, but you riding on the wrong team. Whatever little shillings Dr. Boyce is giving you, it better be good, Dr. Claude Anderson, because these are not righteous people, as Queen's Flip said the other day. These people are not righteous. They're portraying to be righteous, and they're not. They're in it for themselves. Okay? He's no longer a college professor, so he's getting his bread and butter from social media. So he's going to do everything he has to do to make sure he falls in line with the algorithm, all the community guidelines, and such. Just for the coins. Cole Carmelita says, you may want to check out The Black Tax by Sean Rochester. I did a series on the book last month. Powernomics is another must read. We all need to educate ourselves and filter information accordingly. We do, but some of these people need to check themselves and stop hanging around the wrong people. Divine Conception says, Goddess, you got to be careful if you're going to get your own website. Boyce likes to hijack people's domain names and claim it as his own. Look what he did to Michi X and Tariq's Hidden Color site. He could do that because I'm going to change my name. I wish the motherfucker would. Please buy my domain name. Please do. That's pathetic. Trust me. I want him to do something negative to me because I have a little trick in my pocket as well. So please do it. Thank you, Malik Sykes. Adrian Davis, thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in. Black Cherubim says Boyce can't bite his fingernails without chewing his fingers off. Listen, like I said, he did me wrong. If he want to continue to do me wrong, I'm going to demolish him, and I'm going to demolish anybody else, black, white, or otherwise. So please don't make me feel intimidated by any of these motherfuckers that never did shit for me. Okay? Black or not. That doesn't mean that you're for your people because your skin is similar to mine. You're not really for your people. Dr. Boyce Watkins and company. If you was really for your people, a woman like me who was a single mother in the struggle, trying to put out videos, doing it 4 times a week for an hour at a time, you couldn't give me a $50 stipend, motherfucker, so I don't respect you. I don't respect you. Real men do real things. That's not a real man to me. And I tried to hold my tongue for so long. But seeing shit like this, you want to chime in like, oh, he got consultation from me. Shut the fuck up. Because you don't even pay your employees that you're trying to get to sign a contract. You're no better than Massa, and I don't respect you or anybody else that works for you. Okay? And tell them Goddess said it. I'm not scared of none of them. None of them. You could have a whole army and still not take out a giant. Fuck out of here. Oh, I read that already. You said, I still don't buy that website hijacking stuff. It's not that simple. He probably just had the site the whole time. And then when they split, he didn't give it back to them because he was controlling it. Probably. Now that I'm monetized, I do believe it because if you have a domain name, you have more rights to your videos. You can get paid more money. So I believe it. And people can do grimy shit just because once that person buys it, you cannot use that same name. Let me see something, matter of fact. Because I haven't checked out his masterpiece in a minute. But, if somebody wants to be like that, please do. Please do. Because you're not going to win doing shit like that. Trust me. You got to answer. Hold on. I think it's available. You got to answer to somebody. Reparations should not just be about a check. It's about money, property, education, healthcare. It's a wider thought that is about repairing the shit done to our ancestors and us in the present time. It's true. It's about the total aspect. That's what I said. A check is not the end all, the be all, because people don't know how to manage money. So we need a whole clean slate with credit, everything. Leonard Green says favoritism. I hate it. Discrimination of any type is disheartening. It feels like we will never get rid of grimy people. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Leonard Green. Y2 Kane says, yeah, but if we don't learn not to look at every platform as a potential leader, then it becomes easy for the enemy to mislead us. They can make a celebrity overnight there. True. Oh, man. Give me a second. Who is it? Wait.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it looked like a few minutes.
I know.
Child, it's about to get turned up in here. I'll tell you. Pretty Nikki 73 says that immortal white chick is out of line speaking on anything regarding the black community. Exactly. That immortal white chick. You said, let's be fair. Friendships can be broken. If not to say Puff is friends with 45 now. I don't talk to some people I used to talk to many years ago. So people can change. Maybe Puff changed. All right. That's true. He could change and not deal with Trump no more. So that is on the table. That's very well true. Puffy deflecting because of what Jaguar is saying about him. Exactly. That's what I said. This could be a diversion. Y2K says, right, YouTube stays censoring my shit. Can't wait till we build our own social media. It's a constant fight. Now they just age restricted my Cop Killers movie, even though it's already been up for a year. Are you serious? Why? It's because you put the word killers in there. It's all about the wording too. Some of my videos I realize is not monetized just because of the topic, just because of the title of the topic has keywords in it that they don't like. So thank you, Black Love 17. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I had to come on. There was a lot going on social media today. Yes, all skin folk and kinfolk, and it's sad. Oh, they did a remake of Othello. Oh, that was supposed to be. Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. I remember the movie. Oh, definitely remember that. Sad. You said, but Puff has always been involved in politics, in front of the scene and also behind the scenes, deflecting maybe, but involved nonetheless. He has been. He has been. I won't take that away from him. You said, I heard this next stimulus check will be $6,000. Didn't I just tell you I watched a stimulus be dropped before election day, or them talking about it? Because that's going to be a way for Trump to reel those last group of people in. Like, oh, nah, Trump about to drop this stimulus. I'm voting for him. Nah, I'm voting for him. He got my vote. You said just buy a deer. It's only like $5 for 1 year. What you talking about? $5 for what? Damn, you know I be talking about so much. What was I just saying?
Nah, it's not even like that. Damn, it's just so crazy.
Yeah.
Nah.
Love JJ says 6,000. Where did you get that info? My brother done got caught up. See, it don't pay to be a player. New girlfriend here, the old one comes. I might have to end this live, y'all. Pretty Nikki 73 says Michi revealed the real to a small group of us. Boyce did that shit. Exactly. But she been revealed. She revealed it on her page a few times. And by the way, where is Michi? I've been looking for her. I hope all is well with her. She haven't been on in a minute. Tara Draper says, overhaul the law enforcement and judicial system from top to bottom. Exactly. But, we got people that want to give them more funding, so I don't know. I say break the popo and break the judicial system. Just gut it. Gut it like a fish. Ooh. Gregory Scott says Nigeria is turning it up about police brutality. George Trusty says you got a trick in your pocket too. I knew I liked you for a reason. I do got a trick in my pocket. I'm holding on to that one, and I dare motherfucker to fuck with me. I dare them, cause I ain't do nothing to deserve nobody to act funny, but think I was being a part of a network with other Black people, like-minded people, to learn, to grow, whatever. And no, people want to take advantage. So, yeah. What do you want me to feel for people like that? You good?
No.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm about to have to come back, y'all, because y'all know me. I'm with the shits. Where are you going? Why though? JB. I want to keep this playing so y'all can see what's going on, but I don't want to say the wrong thing on here. I want to say it to these young people because this is stupid. So wait, why did she? Alright, I might have to do a part 2 from my phone so y'all can see what's going on. Okay, so he did what specifically? Because if you have a web name, he would need your password to steal it. Now, if you let it go, stop paying for it, or never bought it, then it's up for grabs. No, I think what happened was anybody can buy your domain name. Yeah, it's one of y'all, if y'all got the money, could buy goddessmasterpeace.com right now. And then now when I go to buy it, it's not available. That's how that works. So I don't know if that's exactly what happened with her or he just had access to it and never returned it. I'm not sure. Yes, y'all. Don't incriminate anyone. I'm not, but please do the right thing.
Of course, I'm never receptive. I would never disrespect.
All right, let me just tell y'all briefly what's going on. My little brother's 22. He was dating a girl for like 5 years. I can't say she's a good candidate for him or not. That's his decision. But I can tell you one thing: the girl has issues. I don't want to get into what she did, but she did some shit that I just can't even understand. All right, now she was always at my mother's house. She never went home. It's like she moved in. Now, remember, I had to come move back, so it was getting like crowded in here. So me and her got into it one day. Anyway, I left. I went to Houston. I went to Rosedale. I left. I don't know what was going on in here. Then I came back. When I came back from Houston, I moved back. She was still dealing with my brother, but I guess they was on the rocks. So he ends up breaking up with her abruptly, and he has a new girlfriend same day. So this girl's over here all the time, the new girl. And then one weekend, the ex-girl came back. So I'm like, okay, you can't do this. You're not even giving yourself time to clean up, to air shit out. I heard the other girl talk about the eyelash. The other girl looked through his phone. I'm like, see, you getting caught up. Now, I would be a fucked up big sis if I let this shit rock and don't say nothing. Because my mother's working. And when she get off of work, she don't care about nothing that's going on. I'm his big sister for a reason. So I got to sit here and explain to him, how you moving is wrong. I'm not telling you to not date numerous women. I'm saying you can't have bitches acting like they damn near live here. But you got numerous females calling you. You got to give them time and space. Give yourself time and space to be by yourself. He's never by himself. He always got to have somebody around. Anyway, let me go downstairs. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go. I've been on here for over an hour. I'll try to come back. My little brother want to be a player, and he got 2 girls about to fight over him. I'm taking my phone. I will be back. I love y'all. This is why, ladies, we got to protect our own selves, because a man is going to allow whatever. Sometimes they have no sense to say, oh, I'm with somebody now. Don't come over here no more, whatever. I can't. Anyway, I love y'all. I'll be back.